This lesson is on identifying proportional relationships. So we have an example right here. It's an amusement park. 1 ride is 4 tickets, 2 rides is 8 tickets, 3 rides is 12 tickets, 4 rides is 16 tickets. The question would be, is there a proportional relationship between the number of rides and the number of tickets that this will take? So what we are going to do is we're going to set up a table. As we set up this table, we know 1 ride is 4 tickets, 2 is 8, 3 is 12, and 4 is 16. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking about these relationships in terms of X and Y. So meaning X number of rides will give you Y tickets. Here's the deal. Quantities are proportional if all of the ratios are equivalent. So let's write this down. This is the key takeaway from today's lesson. Quantities are in a proportional relationship if all the ratios are equivalent. We are always going to practice when we figure out if a ratio is equivalent, taking y divided by x. And a lot of times when they give you these tables, x is going to be on top, so you're going to want to divide the other way. We're always going to use y divided by x. So in this scenario, y divided by x right here, 4 divided by 1. Well, that gives us 4. With this pair, it's 8 divided by 2, or 4. Now we have 12 divided by 3, which is also 4. And last but not least, 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So in this case, each one of these ratios are equivalent because they are all equal to 4. Each ticket to ride ratio, each ticket to number of rides ratio in this case, so ticket to ride ratio is simplified to 4/1. So that makes this relationship proportional. The whole lesson here is for you to be able to look at a table and tell me if the relationship is proportional or not. So here is that important question. How do you test for a proportional relationship? Well, you're going to find the unit rate. You're going to simplify all those ratios. And remember, we're going to practice always putting y over x when we're talking about variables. So here's another example right here. Is this a proportional relationship? The number of lunches compared to the total cost. The number of lunches would be the input, or the x. The total cost would be the output, or the y value. So what we're going to do here, we are going to find the unit rate, y divided by x. So let's take this first pair right here. 275 divided by 1 is going to give us 275. It's 3 lunches in 825. Well, let's take our y, 825, and divide that by 3. When I do that in my calculator, I get 275 also. Make sure you don't stop if you get two the same. Sometimes they like to trick you and do the very last one that's different. So let's check this. $11 for 4 lunches. And again, we get 275. So yes, this is proportional, and the reason is because the unit rates are equivalent. When we generalize this with our x and y, we can say, if you think about this, this is the lunches, or x times our important number right here, 2.75, is going to equal the cost, or y. So whatever number of lunches you want to buy, you're going to multiply that by 275, and that's going to give you the total cost. Here's our next example. Is there a proportional relationship between the number of pages read and the hours spent reading? So the input, or the x, is going to be hours. We're going to spend hours reading, and our output is going to be a whole bunch of pages that are read. Again, to figure out if there's a proportional relationship, we are going to see if the unit rate for each pair is equivalent. So let's start right here. Again, we are always doing y divided by x. So this is going to be 37 divided by 1, which is 37. Our next pair is going to be 74 divided by 2. Let me just double check this, which is 37. And our last pair, 145 divided by 4. You should be checking this on your calculator just like I am. And this time I got 36.25. So because our unit rates are not all the same, the answer is no. And the reason is our unit rates are not equivalent. So this does not show a proportional relationship. The last thing that I want to show you is that when we do have a proportional relationship, we can use that relationship to solve problems. So here's an example of a question. When x is 8, what is y? We have a proportional relationship right here. And again, we can test this. We can say, again, it's y divided by x. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 30 divided by 6 is 5. Alternatively, we can say that 3 times 5 is 15. We call this number the constant of proportionality. And 4 times 5 is 20. 6 times 5 is 30. So if we just want to extend this table here, think about 8. So it's saying when x is 8, what is y going to be? Well, using the same pattern, we're going to multiply it by 5, and we're going to get 40. So y is 40 when x is 8, because x times, in this case, 5, so this is this constant of proportionality, is going to give us y. One more example, proportional relationship. When x is 12, what is y going to be? Again, we're always going to take y and we're going to divide it by x. On the calculator here, I'm going to take 9.6 divided by 3.2. That's going to give me 3. Let's try this pair. 15.3 divided by 5.1. Going to give me 3. And last but not least, 22.2 divided by 7.4 is going to give me 3. Alternatively, what we can say is 3.2 times 3 gives me 9.6. 5.1 times 3 gives me 15.3. 7.4 times 3 gives me 22.2. So now the question is, well, now if x is 12, what is y going to be? Same thing, we're going to multiply by 3. So y is 36 when x is 12. And that's because x times 3 gives us y. And this is a little look into what our next lesson is going to be. We're going to start creating equations using this same exact concept.